Okay guys, I've filmed my first tutorial like 3 times and it is just like my computer technology is just against me today. So I'm just gonna quickly go over it. The second half of my tutorial is on there, but the first half where I'm talking about like what foundation I used and what, so I'm just gonna go over that real quick. Okay, the foundation that I used was the Revlon Color Stay, and I also used the Maybelline Dream Smooth Mousse. And I used a traditional foundation brush, and I also used a sponge applicator. And what I did was tear this cosmetic wedge in half, because by tearing it in half you open up, like, this is a lot more textured than the other part of the sponge, and so I find that that is really, really effective for packing on color and to where I need a little bit more coverage. So, and then I talked about the concealer I used, which was the Sonia Kashuk concealer palette, and this is the Hidden Agenda 007, and it comes with two concealers, 1 corrector, and 1 powder. So I talked about that, and then the palette that I used for this look is the Naked 2 palette, and the colors I used were, on the lid I used Tease, which is this matte taupe color, and then I used, and then I used Busted, which is the color right here. It's like a deep plumish brown, and then along my lash line I just used Blackout, which is a matte black. So, and for those I used a MAC 239 brush, which is nowhere to be found. Okay, and on the eye look I used a 239 brush, which is by MAC, and it is just a small applicating brush. It's a flat shader, and it's just really good for packing on color. I used the color Tease, which is that taupe color, the matte taupe color, and I just used that to apply the color to my lid. And then I blended that with a MAC 217 brush, which is just a blending brush, and I just used this to kind of blend out the rest of the color, and the color Busted, that deep smoky color. I applied it with the 217 and I blended it out with the 217. And then this is the 224, and I use this to kind of blend the entire look. I really like this brush because it fits into the socket of your eye perfectly. So it's just really nice to make sure everything's soft and exactly how you want it to look. And then I used the Sonia Kashuk smudge brush, and I used this along my lash line, and this is where I used the matte black, and because I didn't use like a traditional liner or gel liner or liquid liner, I wanted something really soft, and so I used the black shadow to just kind of create a smoky effect along the lash line. So that was it on the brushes as far as the eye makeup goes. I used an eyelash curler and I curled my lashes, and then I also used the Clinique Double Lash Mascara, and it's supposed to lengthen and volume the lashes, but it has just a nice cone applicator. It is a really good formula. It's a formula that you can use for a natural look or a really more dramatic look. I went for a more natural one because I don't really feel like I need a lot of drama during, on a Thursday afternoon while I'm sitting at my apartment. So I think that's it. I think that's the only part of the video that my camera ate, and I'm not really sure what happened to it. It's somewhere out there in cyber space, but if you guys have any more questions, just let me know, and hopefully this will work this time. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, so my battery is on the fritz, but we're gonna just try to hurry this up before it dies. But I'm just gonna kind of take the 224 brush again and kind of blend just to clean up any mess that could have occurred. So, and I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a bottom lash on the mascara, just to kind of bring it. So, next I'm going to apply powder. I like to wait until I get finished with all of my eye makeup, all the rest of my makeup, because that way if I have any kind of a fallout on my eyeshadow or, a mess occurs, I can really clean it up with the powder. Because once you put on a powder, it just sets the rest of the face, and so that stuff doesn't really want to budge. So, and you can always kind of see how the rest of your face is wearing. So this is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, the natural one, and it is in the shade medium. So You really don't need very much of this, actually. Like, that is way too much. But this is a really good product. Really, really, really good product. Very nice product, actually. So, okay, after that, I'm going to do cheeks. And normally I would, like, you can contour. And if you choose to contour, a really important thing to remember is that it needs to be a matte finish. It doesn't need to have any type of shimmer, and it needs to stick in the brown family. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bronze colored, but it needs to have a little bit of a brown undertone. So, and that is just the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Exposed. And when I contour, I usually use this, or I use MAC's Buff, so, or Harmony. I really like MAC Harmony too, but that's more of my summer color. In the winter, I choose Exposed by the Tarte, or I choose to do a Buff by MAC. Okay, but today I don't know if I'm going to contour, just because this is a really it is like a really daytime look, and while contouring is really important, it's not something you necessarily have to do. So, alright, but let me find my blush. Oh, it was, okay, next we're going to do cheeks. So, and this is MAC's Pinch O Peach, which is just a really pretty pinky peach color. It's a really nice color. I really like it. So, and the brush I'm going to use is a tapered blush brush. What that means is that it's just tapered at the base, and the bristles that are on the side of the brush are shorter than the bristles in the middle of the brush. And why that's important is that you can just get the entire cheek in one go. So one thing that I really think you should remember about blush is that you don't need very much product, and that you just want to start at the apples of the cheek and just kind of sweep upward. Like, I'm going to do this blush a little high on the cheek. So, and what you want to remember is that while it's okay to have product on the entire upsweep of your cheek, it doesn't need to be as bright on the temple as it is on the apple of your cheek. Like, the apple of your cheek should be the most highly pigmented. That way you can kind of avoid the 80s vibe. So, and it's really, really important to blend. So, blending is crucial in all aspects of makeup. So, and again, a tapered blending brush makes things a lot easier. Another popular choice is an angled blush brush, but it just kind of depends. I like both. I find myself using the tapered one a lot more. So, and this is just a Sephora professional brush, and I've had this for years, so it's a really good brush. And I think I changed my mind. I think I'm going to do a little bit of contour. So I'm just going to take the Tarte Amazonian Clay, and I'm going to take a Sonia Kashuk small contour brush. This is a dupe for the MAC 109 small contour brush, and I really like this. Like, the bristles are very, very dense, and so why that's important is when you go to pack in color into the hollow of your cheek, it doesn't budge, so it really does pack on the color. So, and another thing to remember about contouring is that you need a light hand for it. You don't need very much product. You want it to be a slight, almost like nobody else can tell you contoured, but you know you did, and they just notice the results. So what you want to do, so you just want to get a little bit of a product, and you need to place it underneath the cheekbone. And if you're not really sure how to follow that guide, just do the fish face, and your cheekbones will become a little bit more visible. So you just want to put this into the hollow of the cheek, and then you want to take it along your temple as well. Will just, like, any places where sun doesn't really, like, it'll just make it seem a lot more narrow, like your face. And then you want to take it along your jawline. So, earring is getting in my way, so. And I really like to do it along the bridge of my nose as well, so. And next we were going to do lips. So I'm going to take, first I just need a little bit of moisture on my lips, and this is just the Nivea A Kiss of Moisture. So it's really good stuff, really cheap, really inexpensive, and really good product. And then I'm going to take the lipstick that I bought last night, and this is the Revlon Mauve It Over. It is a matte finish, and I didn't get to swatch it last night, so I'll show you. And it's just a really pretty mauve, pink, kind of has a pink finish to it. Yeah, that's really nice actually. It's just a really natural looking lipstick, like something that your lip but better. So it's a very easily wearable lip during the day. But I think that's going to be it for me, guys. If you like this product and if you like this finished look, then just subscribe, and I will hopefully have more videos up soon. So just let me know any feedback, any comments, and I will see you guys later.